This is the shallow mix-up cube. Like its name suggests, this puzzle is a shallower cut mix-up cube in the shape of a deltoidal icositetrahedron. Much like a mix-up cube, its main axes of rotation are identical to a 3x3. You can see these threefold corner pieces are actually 3x3 corners. However, the cuts on this puzzle are much shallower than that of a mix-up cube. You can see these corners are actually quite small. Much like the mix-up cube, this puzzle has a secret move in which you can turn its middle slice by 45 degrees. So if I hold the top and bottom layer steady here, you can see that I can move this middle slice by just 45 degrees. But all the cuts still look the same, all the cuts still line up, and I can keep making 3x3 cuts on top of that. And if I want to, I can make another slice move, and that will quickly scramble the inner center pieces of this puzzle. In order to make this puzzle work, the geometry had to be fudged pretty significantly, and you can see evidence of that with these perfectly circular centers and the rather large gaps between the centers and the pieces surrounding them. Unfortunately, these large gaps make the puzzle a little bit loose. Still playable, but just a little bit loose. And as you can see when I'm turning it, turning is a little bit catchy. But that's just the price we have to pay for getting this puzzle to even function in the first place with its heavily fudged geometry. Another thing you might have noticed is this unconventional color scheme. I decided that had I went with a normal 24 color scheme or a 12 color with the same color on opposite faces, this puzzle would have been too ridiculously hard to solve because you would have had every piece needs to be in the right place, in the right orientation, and it's hard to tell where pieces are supposed to go. Whereas with this 6 color scheme, you get introduced some identical parts, some parts that do not need an orientation, such as these edges that are the same color on both sides. And this color scheme makes it readily clear which of these fourfold corners are supposed to be at the center, aka the 2 color ones, or at an edge, aka these 3 color ones. So using this color scheme, it's very easy to determine where every piece is supposed to go. That should just make the solve a bit more fun and a bit less frustrating. But yeah, this has been the shallow mix-up cube.